Hello again, YouTube. I've been kind of thinking about this last day or so because of something I've read. The Stanford rape case, and you know, what's his name, Brock Turner, and it's kind of it caps, it kind of is what part of the problem is. I've got other videos where I talk about war on women, and this is part of the problem. Is why I'm a pro-feminist, because of things like this. It's not the rape itself, although the rape itself is disgusting. It is sick. That's not the part of what I'm talking about. What I'm going to talk about here is the fact that there's two things to this case that really turn my stomach, other than the rape itself. And those two things are, first off, the judge, who has stated that he's given this Brock Turner person a 6-month prison term. 6 months for raping a woman. Okay. 6 months for destroying another human being's life. 6 fucking months. Okay. The reason being is because he felt that a long prison term would be too traumatic for this person to do. Okay. Now, the reason this bothers me is because, just think about that for 2 seconds. Too traumatic. A prison term of longer than 6 months would be too traumatic. What the fuck does that say? Seriously, think about it. Too traumatic after he'd raped another person, a woman. Okay? Has she not been traumatized by the rape? That turns my stomach at such... It's you know what? It fucking pisses me off. And part of the reason it pisses me off is because it sends out a message, a clear-cut message, that if you're rich enough, or if you have some ability, you get a good degree of protection, because this Brock Turner kid is meant to be some kind of A+ athletic star. Okay, so first off, since when, part of this is when do we start treating athletes like they were so fucking special that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted and basically get away with it? Because that's basically what's happened. Second part of this 6-month sentence joke, which fucking is, it's a joke without a punchline. Granted, jokes are meant to be funny. This ain't, right? But the second part of this is simple. It sends out that message to other people, okay, that you can do whatever you want. You can destroy someone's life, okay? You can ruin them as a person, and you won't get punished. Now, my point of view on this, whether or not I'm being harsh, whether or not I'm being too right-wing, because the thing is, yes, I'm a left-winger, yes, I'm an egalitarian, but I'm more middle of the road than I am, so I do tend to get occasional right-wing feelings here. Now, my kind of point is, view on this is, the guy just ruined someone's life, and he's basically gotten away with it. So this message is going out saying, hey, it's okay, you got 6 months, 6 months for raping someone. Hey, that's what you think he'll get next time he does it, if he does it again. I'm not saying he's going to do it again, but I'm saying if. And the thing is, rapists, sexual, predatorial people, pieces of shit, have a history of repeat offences, okay, of doing stuff and doing stuff. Okay, there's a statistic, there's a figure I heard somewhere about paedophiles, rapists will go through hundreds of victims if they never get caught in their lifetime, whereas it's estimated that that number is down to the tens, the dozens, something like that. I don't know whether that's true or not, or where or anything about that, but my kind of point of view on this is, if first off, we need to hand out stiffer sentences. Okay, you walk into a bank with a sawn-off shotgun, you stick it in a bank teller's face, you're looking at 25 to 30 years. Part of the reason for that is because of the fact that you have traumatized a human being, a group of people. Okay, now I'm not comparing a woman's body to a bank. Don't think for a second I am. I'm not. Women are not property, they are not objects. Don't ever think I said that. I'm just stating the fact. You rob a bank, you rob an armoured security van, you're getting serious heavy duty time. Thing is, historically, armed robbery never ever, years ago, back in the 50s, the 40s and 50s, armed robbery never had a really stiff sentence. You know, the two things that have changed the criminal landscape with regards to armed robbery, okay, with regards to committing these offences, is one, technology's changed, okay, and two, sentencing changed. Sentencing changed in the 70s, and part of the decrease that happened with that change is when you take in a man like, say, John McVicker, right? You took a man like John McVicker, a well-known armed robber, who has spoken out against his criminal life. Okay, he actually said at one point, going off a slight tangent here, he said at one point, being a criminal is a great laugh, I had a lot of fun, but it's not something that, you know, that there's a downside to it, which is they put you in prison. And they put John McVicker, the first time he got arrested for armed robbery, one of the last times he got arrested, I should say, he wound up doing 25 years. Okay, he escapes halfway through that sentence, and they increased the sentence. He then got released on parole through good behaviour because he'd done educational courses, and he's turned his life around. So I'm not saying that it's not possible for a life to be turned around, but whilst John McVicker was inside, he wasn't out robbing banks. Okay, and this is the thing is, one of the messages we've got to start sending these young men, these men, is if you rape someone, you're going down for heavy duty time. That's the first thing, okay? Because, you know, I'm not saying I'm a rapist, but that thought process of, oh, it's only 6 months. If you're going down for 20 to 30 years, okay, that's going to be making people, hopefully that would make someone think twice. But even if it doesn't, think about this, okay? Whilst that person is in prison, and bear in mind, this is a serious crime. This is not a fucking joke. Okay? You've destroyed someone's life. Okay? Any way you cut it, you have destroyed their fucking life. And it can take, you know, it take rape victims years, if not decades, to get over the effects of rape. Okay? So here's the thing is, why should that person get to walk away with 6 months? They fucking shouldn't. Second, so, you know, what we need to do here is put somebody that's a potential rapist, that is a rapist, that has proved themselves unworthy of being able to conduct themselves like a civilised man in society. We need to put them in a place with other people that have proved themselves unworthy of conducting themselves like civilised people for a long, protracted time span. Because for each day they're in prison, they're not hurting innocent people. They're not endangering innocent women. Okay? So I'm going to leave this point here, and I'm going to do a second video in a minute talking about the other thing that I find disgusting about this clip, about this case.